So let's talk about the way you set up your system. So this product is available everywhere because we set it up with the data that we use every day to complete a report anyway. Other software providers maybe operate in the cloud and hook up to community or county records, maybe area MLS systems, ways to get sales and create their own data. This system was built the way I do reports to, I want complete control of what goes in my software, and I want to be able to make all of the appraisal decisions off of that data and the power of computing. So the software was built to take whatever data you give it and give you your best options. You then make all the appraisal decisions, and that's how a report is given. So you can see here's my county record, the photo description of the MLS photo listing, property fact sheet, MLS sample report, MLS history section, the sketch from Total that I do the mobile app and then I save the sketch to PDF. So if you print the PDF, you get a PDF. And then the market area action report that we get out of our MLS might be different than yours. So it's going to require an upload and parse and to customize it for your area, and the tax main, and then the CSV file or Excel file from your MLS that kind of drives everything. And then when I do my mobile inspection or appraisal visit, excuse me, with the Total for mobile app, it has a voice feature, and I just describe the property, and then I use that to create the property description. So if I take this file and I drag it and drop it into there, it's going to, this is how it builds. So it reads that file, and you can see what all it's reading and how it's used, but I'll show you how it's used later. And then opening this file again, I'm gonna move this off to the side, and then I'm gonna open these one at a time and show them to you as I drop them in and create that file. So if I open this Excel file, it's going to bring up, and what we're reading are these rows. So every market produces a different footprint or map to get to the data in that row. So one might call this one thing and one might call it something else. So it might say school middle or middle school or high school instead of just high. Syntax matters. So parsing through it and setting it up for you, list price, sale price, pending price, all those things are in this data. And you can see how extensive that is. I don't know how many columns, but that all that data is there. And when the MLS changes this data, it renders it useless. So then we have to redo it. So this is the Excel file that we want, all of it. Just do an area search and produce just a few files. It don't matter how many. And, maybe 5 to 10 or 20. It doesn't matter. And then upload that as your Excel file. Then county record. So every county is different and everybody works in different counties. So like this one is the county that, well, Clark County. Um, and you can see what data it's pulling out of here. Prior listing history, neighborhood, zoning, site size, lots of information in this document that the tool could use. I don't know what this one is. This is the file from the total, and I redacted all these best I could, but it if when you do the mobile inspection, then you come back and all your photos are in here, and then I just print the photo pages. You don't have to redact anything because you can put everything in the system because it's operating on your computer. So you're not sharing it with anybody. So I print this photo report, then it loads my subject photos into the subject section. That's what that does. And then a property fact sheet is maybe you have something different, but this is it. It basically gives you a lot of the same information the county record does, and zoning, and might be a backup file to all that information, prior sales history and neighborhood. It has some additional things on soil samples maybe, and it kind of puts it all into one area where the county record has it over a bunch of different tabs. So this is my MLS listing. So it parses a lot of things out of here. The MLS number, then it matches that MLS number with the photo number, but it has square footages up or down, the source of those. Sometimes it has some different things, HOA info, sale contract, some info on the sale. So that record is very useful and required, and there's no way around it. We need it to upload and fill the data. Also in the MLS, I get a history. So this is the prior sales history. Got to do 3 years on the subject, a year on the comps. That's what it's used for. Also in the concession statement, I do the listing, pending, sold price, days on market. All of that info is good for the market and prior sales history. And then along with the photo page from the MLS, and in total, when I go to the work file, there's that voice document that I moved to my folder on my desktop where I keep my work files, my work file folder. I then have a notepad description of the property that I did through the voice text, and I convert that to Word or cut, copy, and paste it and put it into Word. This is the sketch out of total, just printed, print the PDF. So, and then this one is the tax main. I believe I don't know what other systems get, but also this one has a legal description often and another zoning. So when they collide, sometimes they get two different things, or maybe the lot size or acreage is different, year built, all that info. prior sales history goes back one. So we pull that from it as well. And then the next document is this market action report that I get out of my MLS. Has a bunch of info on the market. Use it in the market conditions, market reaction statement. And then one of the last things is then that voice thing. This was done on a fake file, so I had to create a fake one, so I just made it up. But I usually describe the lot, then I describe or the area, then the lot, and then the exterior of the house, and then the interior of the house, main, upper, lower, and then I make any other voice notes, and then it also records, and I let them know when I talk to them about upgrades and updates that they've done and different information. That I have that then recorded. So I upload when you drop them in, they fill this out, they complete the system and make the market. And if there's a problem, it gets sent to me. And that is all. I'll do another video that's quicker and just runs, not quicker, but runs through the system and shows you where these documents go.